Mortician. Um, Mortician's always going to be a special band for me. Early on, when I got to fill in for them, I learned so much about just keeping it as primitive as possible. Some funny stories from back then was that I thought like they wanted to write some material with me, which I was totally down with, and I would try to come up with the most basic riffs I possibly could, just to come to realize that they were too complex, and they pushed me to like make everything more and more primitive, and it was just so much fun because I would never have gone that like simple with the riffs, but it was like I would show Will a riff, he'd be like, no, has to be more simple, not all this technical stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, this is not really technical, but he had this vision, and he just took it, stripped the riffs down to bare bones, and once he played them, it just sounded heavy as fuck, and it was a great time. And I have one little quick story too. I gotta say, is the song, I think it was the song "Mortal Massacre," I think, or one of the songs that I worked with them on. I was actually jamming with Matt Sitcher, the drummer at the time, rest in peace. We were jamming SOD's March of the SODs at practice, and Will liked the riff, and we told him, well, it's a SOD riff, and we ended up taking it and just stripping it down to its bare basic, and ended up being in a Mortician song. I want to say it was Mortal Massacre, but I could be wrong. I haven't listened to it for a while, but I just thought it was funny because it's heavy as fuck riff, but you probably can't tell that it's basically the beginning of March of SODs.